I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, let's take a look here at the Bills' offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league, and to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Davis on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
They'll run with Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A draw play. Bernard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mariota now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. But it'll be second down. On second down, Davis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On third down, Mariota. And he's got Rodgers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A first down carry for Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. Well, this week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Mariota, and he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Got his man, it's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Winston. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try.
32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Mariota. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota. He's able to find Inman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Davis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Inman able to bring it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. From the red zone now, Mariota. It's hauled in here by Inman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much. And
we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Fielded just inside the 20. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. On the draw, this is Davis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. But look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston, and his pass incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Jameis again. Looking deep downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mariota to throw it. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They run the counter. Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Throwing, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Jameis now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Get Gave him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets moved the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Ready. 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 25. Check 25.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Carryover from the 1st half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Winston. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Ready. 25. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. Bernard. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense. Now they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's Davis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mariota. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. To throw Mariota.
Completion was given up.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Throwing on second down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Complete to Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Jameis to throw it. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go play action. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Davis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now it's Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
On second down, Winston again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
The Bills getting set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle. They go again with Davis. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Winston. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mike, ready? Move ready. Okay, check. Number tight.
Winston now to throw on first down. This goes to Mack on the check down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And it's the Redskins scoring again to open up that lead. A win would be their first of the young season. Jameis now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mike, ready? Back, 25, behind. Strong right. Let him go.
A first down throw for Winston. Dumps this one off to Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st and 10, Winston. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Winston, and he's going to find Hogan here, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. To throw, Winston. And that's caught. It's Hogan. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So don't say nothing. Check it out,
Again, it's Davis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
Here we go.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Less than 90 seconds to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready? Flag. What is that? 50's a mic. 50's a mic. We own them. We own them.
1st down, Winston. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Get to him as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown,
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Buffalo, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.